If you are here to waste my time, then you are wasting the time of the Cenarian Circle as a whole. For your sake, let us hope that you are not foolish enough to be doing just that. I wondered why the Oracle Tree had not communicated with me for so long. It seems that some problems are lessened while others grow to greater concerns. I fear my work on Teldrassil shall never be completed, and our immortality never restored. Nonetheless, you have done the Oracle Tree's task well, and should be rewarded for your diligence. If you had enough time to run messages for the Oracle Tree, then I'm sure that I can press you into service to deliver a message to the Grove of the Ancients in Darkshore, due south of Aberdeen. You will most likely have to secure transport on a hippogriff, but I have faith enough in you that you can manage that. Take this to Onu, the Ancient of Lore. He has been awaiting word from me, even as I waited for news from the Oracle Glade.
My goods are of the highest quality. May the stars guide you.
Ishnu Allah.
Greetings. The forest mourns for Lady Sathra, but it was something that had to be done. Thank you, adventurer. Now you must finish the task to which you have been appointed. Take the spinnerets and offer Lady Sathra's sacrifice to a loon. Lay the great spider to rest. Inside this temple, find the central fountain. There is where you may leave the sacrifice. The holy waters will purify and cleanse the corruption that drove Sathra mad. When you have completed this, return to me. The loss of Lady Sathra is distressing, but in this way only may she be reborn with a renewed spirit. May Elune willingly accept the sacrifice that you have offered her. The fish off the coast of Teldrassil are quite large and robust. Rumors say it is the speedy growth of our New World tree that is the cause. Yes, I have need of a courier who will take a package to Darkshore. Will you help me? The fishermen of Ruth Theron village do very well, for the fish here are extremely large and abundant. I would like to compare the bounty here with that of the mainland. I have a collection of fish bones and scales that I would like taken to a colleague of mine in Darkshore. His name is Laird. He is a fish vendor in the village of Alberdine. Bring my collection to our hippogriff master, Vespristus, and speak to him about traveling to Alberdine.
Ah, you wish to get this to Alberdine? Very well. From Rutheren, there are two methods of travel to Alberdine. By ferry and by hippogriff. Both are quick and reliable, but if you have not yet flown to Alberdine by hippogriff, then I suggest you do. It is sound advice to speak with the hippogriff master in every town that has one. Once you speak to the master, you can then fly there from other towns. Here is Nessa's collection. Speak with me again when you are ready to fly to Alberdine, and deliver Nessa's collection to Laird.
May Elune walk with you, adventurer. The Temple of the Moon has come to help the troubled citizens of Oberdeen. Majestic sea creatures are known to launch themselves at the Darkshore coastline, beached there until they die. Lately, these beasts have been washing ashore in ever-increasing numbers. I've been sent here by the Temple of the Moon to investigate, but the presence of murlocs along the water has made my research difficult. There is a giant creature washed ashore just south of Aberdeen that is ringed by the foul grey mist murlocs. Could you go there and retrieve bones from the creature for our study?
A package from Nessa. Thank you, adventurer. She told me she would send me samples of the fish caught near Ruttheran village. She thinks they may be very different from the fish caught here. My, this jawbone is nearly twice the size of the same fish found here. And these scales are as big as a closed fist. Amazing. I must send a response to Nessa. She'll be very interested to know how different the fish here are from those along Teldrassil's coastline. We can only guess the cause, but it is my suspicion that the world tree itself is affecting the wildlife around it. Please take this response to Nessa. If you wish to take a hippogriff back to Ruttheran, then speak with the hippogriff master, Kalis Moonfeather. If you wish to take the ferry, then one regularly departs from the dock to the northwest.
Your body looks worn and your spirit weary. Rest yourself beneath our roof and allow Elune to guide your dreams.
me with my latest invention, the BuzzBox. You can talk to people far away. Maybe you've already seen them. They're boxes with levers on them. The only problem is they need constant maintenance. Each one suffers from a different problem, but I made a really smart decision. I placed each one near creatures that have the proper parts to fix that particular machine. Right now, BuzzBox 827 is on the Fritz. It's just south of Aberdeen, real close. It takes 6 crawler legs to fix it. I'll pay you.
Hostile moonkin roam in ever-increasing numbers to our east. They once were thought to be gentle, almost mystical creatures. While some continue to hold reverence for them, the safety of Aberdeen forces me to keep a more realistic view. I've received reports that moonkin are being drawn to a large red crystal along Darkshore's eastern mountain range. No one has any idea what that crystal is, or even if it really exists. I want you to locate it over there and report back to me what you find.
Off the coast of Darkshore to our north are 2 wrecked ships, the Silver Dawning and the...
What brings you here? The ruins of Bashalaran to the east are overrun with demonic minions. The sprites and satyrs that have taken up residence in the area feed upon the magical energies of the area, their powers growing from continued exposure. Even with that, I have noticed that there is one shrine they will not approach. On the western side of the ruins, atop a small bluff, a strange blue aura permeates. There must be an explanation to the demon's reluctance. I would like you to investigate it. Adventurer, a task I would ask of you. Have you seen the ruins of Ameth Aran? If not, you will find them on the eastern side of the main road, some ways to the south. Once they were the home of many powerful highborn. Now they are a testament to the destruction their dabblings produced. I've been told by the sentinels that the spirits of the highborn persist, and that they wield their ancient magical implements. Those relics must be appropriated so that we might destroy them. A sickness spreads across the Darkshore, gripping the minds and bodies of all it touches. The Thistlebears have been hit the hardest by this plague. The once noble beasts are now an instrument of destruction, rabid and frenzied. I may have a cure for this ailment. Take this trap to the forest and lay it on the ground. Any rabid thistlebear that crosses the light shall become docile for a short time. Once the bear is docile, it shall follow you. Lead it back here, adventurer. Some of my brethren were rescued from a corrupt furbog in Teldrassil, and I've vowed to stop any more atrocities before more of our kind are injured, or worse. I've seen a couple hints of corruption in Darkshore already, but I have yet to find any widespread signs. I think it would be logical if the investigation continued with the Furbogs. Would you find one of their camps and return to me if you see any signs of corruption? Greetings, person. I am Tharnarian Tree Tender. Our work has only just begun, adventurer. Are you prepared for your next task? As I had feared, the cure does not work. It saddens me greatly to order the death of any of nature's beasts, but the sick and tainted thistle bears must be put down. Return to the forest and destroy 20 rabid thistle bears, adventurer. It will most certainly not put a stop to the plague, but it will slow down the damage the animals are doing to our forest and its inhabitants for a short time. This is terrible news indeed, adventurer. With the fur bogs this close to Aberdeen, we will have to prepare ourselves for the inevitable. Thank you, adventurer. You've already proven adept at scouting our enemy, adventurer. Do you have what it takes to fight them as well? Not all adventurers prefer straightforward combat to the art of stealth and evasion. If you think you're up for the task, then the Furbog camp south of Aberdeen is currently the biggest threat to our people. You'll find some of the Blackwood tribe there. Kill 8 Pathfinders and 5 Windtalkers and return to me here. Your scouting of the Furbog camp is information that Thunderous Windweaver should be made aware of. He graciously serves as the Elder of Aberdeen, offering sage and just stewardship of the day-to-day affairs of the village. Please, share with him your findings to date on the Furbog situation. I believe he has some ideas of his own on the reasons behind their corruption. Perhaps you can work with him to enact a plan to restore the balance of nature here.
So the crystal exists, adventurer? Fascinating. Anyway, your task has been well executed. Good work. What exactly is this crystal? This is but a single question in a sea of questions. Another question that comes to mind is why the Moonkin would be drawn to this object. Is the crystal benign in nature, or does it hold a more sinister purpose? I have many more questions, but we're going to need to examine that crystal closely to get some answers. Use this empty vial and fill up on some Moonwell water here in Aberdeen. Such potent magic should provide a clue as to the composition of the crystal. To do that, you'll pour the liquid over the crystal. It should take care of the rest. While I don't anticipate anything bad happening to you, I still want you to be careful. Above us to the east is Fellwood. If that crystal is tied to that place as I suspect it is, then it could prove to be very dangerous. I hope the Murloc did not give you much trouble in collecting this for us. I will be sure to get this on the next hippogriff to Darnassus. The Temple of the Moon has given me some funds to hand out for assistance. Please have some with our thanks. Your success here emboldens me to offer you a chance to aid the Temple of the Moon further, if you are interested. That beached creature is not an isolated incident here in Darkshore. There are more along the coastline and even in the water. I would like for you to investigate another one that we know of. This one was reported to be in the water due west of Aberdeen, close to a sunken vessel. Return to me with anything that you may recover that would aid our research. Also, in your travels you may find other creatures. By all means, if you should discover anything, then please bring it to our attention.
Well met, adventurer. Your scouting of the Furbog situation comes at a fortuitous time for us in Aberdeen. For some time we have dealt with not only forest dwellers who are now openly hostile to our presence, but also the outright corruption of the forest itself. Hopefully you might be able to lend Aberdeen aid during these troubling times. The Cliffspring River has begun turning foul and corrupted. It empties into the Mist's Edge, and I fear the wash will affect Aberdeen soon. I suspect the Blackwood Furbogs upriver are the cause of the taint, but I also suspect that they aren't the true root of it. Take this sampling tube and go to the mouth of the river to our north. Proceed inland to the first waterfall and draw a sample from the pool there. You'll see a bridge overhead. Once you have a sample, return to me in Aberdeen.
Be careful. Can I assist you? Goddess, watch over you.
By the light of the moon,